Hi there! So, I want to make this video because I want to do a self-review or self-evaluation on the past two video games that I made. Well, no, not made, sorry, I played. um, I will be talking about it with splitting them in three parts. So, the first space is or the first subject will be about like the materials that I used, programs that I used, things like that. And then the second phase is like the things that I went throughout, like editing or playing around with these video editing programs. Um, what was my original plan was, why did I cut things off, like some sort of like the content inside of that. And then on the third phase is gonna be, well, my plans like for this channel and what am I doing in the future. So hope you guys don't mind me hearing me rambling. Um, but yeah, let's go to the second phase. Second phase, sorry. First phase. Um, First phase is the specs that I use, and one of them is definitely the microphone. First, I wanna mention that my microphone is a Rode NT USB Mini microphone. I don't remember how much it is, but I remember I was asking a lot of people like what would be a very good microphone, because I really dislike if a microphone is, or if people can hear me really bad. So that's why I afforded or tried to at least save up some money to buy some really good high quality microphone, because if I use a different microphone it should sound like this.
This is what a desktop microphone sounds like.
And this is the part where my headset sounds like. It is a Corsair brand headset. As you can see, the difference is very noticeable between all these three microphones. The unfortunate part is that because that microphone is super sensitive, it captures my keyboard clacking, as you have seen in my previous gameplay with the Long Dark. Maybe a bit in the voice of cards, but with the long dart, I have to use a keyboard to play around. I really wanted to use um, the controller, and then you can also hear me moving my chair. I don't really sit well. I change sitting positions most of the time because I cannot sit for too long. I need to stretch or move, especially when I'm playing games or recording or doing something on the computer. That's the unfortunate part with using the Rode Mini. If there's a good microphone that can cancel that, great. I would love to find where that is. If you guys know what it is, let me know. I would appreciate that, and I will probably invest some for those kind of materials. The second thing is the programs that I use, and that would be OBS and Audacity for the recording. Um, I don't think I need to explain about these two, but one thing that I do want to let you know that when I record, I separate my voice recording and the gameplay recording. I don't remember where I got that advice from, but I do remember that it's best to do it that way, just in case that if something happens in the game, then your voice is at least saved. But I might start to reconsider to just record all of them in one shot. Um, then again, it can also be good because throughout me editing some stuff, I noticed that my voice sounds more soft rather than the gameplay, so I have to adjust the decibels between the game sound and my voice sound. Some of them I have to split a clip to make sure that that whisper turns into a loud voice, so that you guys can hear me commentate on it or point out something. There are a few scenes that I have to raise up my voice because either the voice or the game sounds too loud, or I was just mumbling and I was just really mindlessly or droning into the game itself. Third and last part for that first phase is the three programs that I use, and that would be the OpenShot, DaVinci, and Shotcut. So the first one was OpenShot. OpenShot, that was the first program that I used when I played the Voice of Cards. Voice of Cards, let's see. So obviously, like, you can see like how new I am with that game, how new I was when it comes to editing, how new I was when it comes to what every video production is. I hope it wasn't like cringing or whatever it is. I see a lot of here, huh? Sorry. It's like I'm making a presentation. Compared to like video gaming or commentating, I can commentate on it, but when I'm making speech, there's a lot of because I'm trying to gather my thought. But I digress. I did it again. OpenShot. So OpenShot, it looks similar to Windows Media Movie Maker to me. I did reconsider to use Movie Maker because when I used to when I used to like play around with like OpenShot, it lag and hang up easily, and which brings to like me talking about like realizing that, oh, I should probably record on certain or short parts, because I tried to like record a gameplay by 1 hour. Bad idea. It killed my computer. So I split them with like 30 minutes or 40 minutes at max. I'll probably talk about this more later because in the third phase. But moving on, I didn't like OpenShot. It lagged. It didn't took well with my computer at all. Like, I didn't like each other at all. So I asked around a bunch of people, a bunch of my friends, and what kind of editing programs did you guys use? I'm having a hard time with OpenShot, and the interface was not exactly too easy for me to understand. It was a little confusing. I mean, it does look simple, but the simpler it was, the more that it was so confusing to me. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, they didn't give you instructions. I mean, I could have looked up instructions, but I wish that they like did like a little bit of tutorial itself. And then there's the second one was the Vinci Resolve. Oh man, I really like the Vinci Resolve. I was still playing the Voice of Cards there, and as soon as I installed that program and started like editing it, I didn't expect how greatly it would affect or ruin my video card settings. It gave me blue screens everywhere. Like every time, like if I don't move my mouse like within like 30 minutes or 5 minutes, I don't remember how often it was, but it was very often that my screen would freeze, and it's either it would go back to normal or it would go into a blue screen. So I think that was a monumental decision for me to, alright, let's change my laptop. We need to upgrade this because I can't do this. Not to mention that since I'm gonna do this often now, and I do like to increase the graphics of my games, and playing future games as well, that I'm gonna go ahead and, just upgrade my laptop. And then right next to the Vinci. Right next to the Vinci was Shotcut. I that was like my last resort. Like, I look around us again and I type up like what is similar to the Vinci, and OpenShot pop in and I started laughing. But Shotcut came up and I tried it out. Interface was very easy to understand. I don't know, like this program was very easy to easy to control, easy to like play around with. It did like took a little bit of effort and time to understand how it works because I have to look up tutorials, but these tutorials are like very very short, and that or I just skip some of the unimportant parts, but they're very very easy to absorb. So I stuck with Shotcut, and afterwards I knew Shotcut to edit my videos now from now on, and I was still playing Voice of Cards. I was still playing them. Next up, oh, I forgot to mention about Shotcut that I studied it with a keyboard too. So now that I can like manipulate it with keyboard shortcuts, so it's a little faster on my end. Let's go to the second phase then. Second phase is how I was doing with editing, like what went through my mind when I was editing or cutting things off, or basically like what is going on in the video production. Um, First off, the issues with mic and editing, the volume. Um, Actually, let me start more. First off is the issues with the microphone. I got a plenty of comments, or a few friends of mine told me that, hey, the microphone or my voice sounds very soft and the game's too loud. And sometimes it's between the game is too soft and my voice is loud. And that's, if you guys remember, I did mention that my friend advised me to manipulate the decibels from my voice. I put it at 5 decibels and the game would be minus 6 decibels. And it really helps. I have to like manipulate some sound, of course, because there are definitely game events or game backgrounds where I have to maintain the volume down because it's super loud when I was like editing through them. There's also times where I have to like raise my voice into 10, from 5 to 10 or maybe 20, because I was that soft. My voice was soft. And throughout like me like in the editing or like playing, doing gameplay, I realized also that, oh, I have to like time my voiceovers or commentaries, because I it like gets mixed up with the game. For example, the voice of cards, it mix up with the narrator or the DM, the GM there. So that's something I had to keep in mind. Like, oh, do I comment on this? Do I say something? Oh gosh, I hope I don't interrupt somebody before I react. Some of my reaction works well because, I mean, it's expected when a certain scene is supposed to make a reaction of it. But other times when I want to ramble, suddenly the DM would start, or the narrator would start talking, and I'm like, ah, come on, do I have to cut this off? Either I cut it off or I move it a little bit further away from the narrator. So those are like the things I went through, or the things that goes through my head when I edit the video. The other thing is the transitions. This is a fun part for me. I really don't know like how or what kind of transition I should use. For example, Voice of Cards, I did the soft transitions. It seems like it fits that way for a game itself. And then I decided to like do hard cuts. Like there's no transition, just like hard cut, like snap it together like that. I've seen this often in like videos that I like watch. A few let's players that I watch, sometimes they do hard cuts. But nowadays some let's players don't do hard cuts anymore. They just like upload like one whole hour of the gameplay. And you know what? God bless. I want that anyway. But for me, I don't think I'm at that point where I'm comfortable to show you my whole gameplay. I it's just I don't think it's productive enough for you guys to like pay attention or show or share about it. Maybe someday I will, but for now, or maybe it depends on the game, but definitely for now, I think I'll cut and edit some few parts until I'm confident. So regarding again about the transitions or blurs, yeah, so I'm trying to like see which one would fit. I also wanna like do something really really funny about the transitions, where like it does like, you know, those old movie makers. Oh, actually no, it's a PowerPoint where like it does the square thingy and the triangle thingy, or the swipe up and down. I always thought those old video editing video effects are funny for me. Maybe someday I will. um Throughout also like me editing through all these videos or these gameplays, I realized that I have a certain preference. There's a format that I really wanna like achieve when it comes to editing, or like putting out the result of the video. You know how like in some videos or like in let's plays, they like do like the intro, their signature intro, the content of the gameplay, and then an ending song for them. For me, I prefer like having like either the intro or recap, the content of the game, the end song, share that with other people, because that's how I found other music too. Okay, but other times I have to like for the end song, there's more to it. I will talk about that later. But again, after the end song, it's the bloopers at the end. I don't remember what video it was that that kind of fit in that format. That kind of fit in that format. But I made that format on that video, and I was really proud of it because that's a format that I wanted. But I kind of like grew out of it, like, oh, I don't want that anymore. But definitely that's my preferred format, where intro, gameplay, outro, and then the bloopers at the end. Okay, so regarding about the end song though, these are hard. I mean, I look up around where it's copyright, free copyright. I don't know the word, but like it's where you don't get a strike from the MCA when you create content or when you put music or songs in there. It's not, I wouldn't say it's not a bad thing, because it would be a bad thing if I'm profiting from it. I don't have the opportunity, or I don't qualify for being a content creator where I receive money for it, because one, I'm a small time, and not to mention I don't intend to do that with this channel, which I'm gonna talk about in the future on the third page. But anyway, so it's every time like I make like a video and upload it, like it would like generate or auto read the upload and say, hey, there's like a song here that is copyright. I'm like, whatever. It's fine. But there are also like a few videos that I made where it clearly stated that it's free, it's not it's copyright claim, or there's no copyright claim, and it turns out copyright claim, and I rather not fight over it, because one, I mean, what I don't receive any money from it. It's again, this channel is more so like a journey or an experience that I want to share, like a small respite from me doing like life stuff or draw stuff. But yeah, so most of these songs are from Proximity, though, and they're very good songs right there. I might in the next video not put any more songs any further. We'll see how it goes. Now we go to the third or last part, or the last phase of this recording, and that would be the plans, or third phase. Actually, before I go over there, I totally forgot to mention that in the second phase, I want to mention that I have to create folders for all the sound effects that I have to download, and all the GIFs are for like mini drawings or mini reaction visuals effects that I have to download, put them in all folders. I'm a very organized person, so now I have like 2 different folders about like video editing, and I just thought that I put that out there. It's just interesting for me to share that. Okay, but yeah, let's go back to the third phase real quick. Okay, so the plan, yeah, definitely get a new laptop, and hopefully I can edit powerful videos, like for example Near Replicant or maybe Vampire. I want to I don't know, I just want to play games, and I want to share that. I did reconsider to make an avatar for this channel. As you can see, the avatar that I have here is an automaton, and I want to keep it that way. Like, I really like the expression automaton. Like, it's a work in progress. I want to like create like a similar character that is like an automaton, that is like Mar, but now that I merged it together, it kind of looks like Puella Maggie's Cube, the rabbit cat thing, and maybe a little bit of Oswald's bunny character there. Yeah, but I hope like I can make it unique, like different. Like you can see the styles of like inspiration from it, but definitely more unique than the other. But who says unique is original anymore? We'll see how it goes. So another thing is, the plan for this channel is to become a variety channel, or it's not just gonna be a gameplay. Maybe I'll do an art stream, maybe I'll do a reaction stream. No, I don't think so. Nobody would be interested for that, and plus I'm way too shy to do that. We'll see what the wind takes us, but as I mentioned before, this channel is more of a respite cave, and you're free to join me in that journey. And this is not for you. and this is actually for myself, and I'm willing to share that with you guys on this journey. So yeah, maybe I'll take suggestions like what kind of like things that you guys want me to see if I'm running out of ideas. But for now, this is how I feel for now, especially for this new year. But yeah, all right, and that's all that I want to talk about. um I don't know if I'm gonna like play episode 2. I mean, I will play episode 2 on my spare time, but upload it on the other hand. Will I do that? I'm talking about the Long Dark, of course. We'll see how it goes. I mean, hopefully it's not too long. But there are definitely games that I do wanna like do a let's play. We'll see. And yeah, that's it for now. That's all I want to talk about. Thank you so much for like listening to me ramble. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And now it's a little awkward for me to end the video, so I will just stop the recording here. Bye.